Matthew, I am live on Facebook.
Oh, I need to go on Instagram, huh?
Alright, and now. Usually takes a little while. Hey, first off, we're already up.
How sweet it is to be tuned by you.
I got you.
Alright, it's Thursday, and it's time to throw it out there. As well as we have a special day. We have a couple subjects in mind, but more importantly, we want to hear from you guys. And who are you?
That's a visit from 72-inch Matt.
Wow. But wait a minute. But then who are you?
I'm 64-inch Matt.
Back again at it with the 64 versus 72-inch Matt. And I will say, you are one tall glass of water, 72. What's the difference between you guys?
Just 8 inches.
Wow. That's it? I think there's a lot more than 8 inches difference between you guys. What's going on, Justin?
How's it going, guys? Today's Throw It Out There Thursday, and we actually told you already what today is about. We would like you to call in, sign in, or at least type in what your favorite riding spots are, or your favorite races, as far as, like, I don't know, where you go most of the time, so that some of the people that are on maybe other countries, other states, things like that, might be able to look up some spots that they can go check out too if you guys say that they're really good to go. In the meantime, though, before we kind of sign in a little bit of our opinions on where we like to go, I'd like to kind of correct some things that I said yesterday, or at least on Tuesday when we were talking about the differences between Dynamic, Smart Shocks, and IQS. We went over a lot of the options and features between the 2 or 3 of those, and I actually made a mistake, so I want to make sure that you guys understand it.
Wait a minute, hold on. What happened?
I made a mistake.
I told you guys. I should have put a dollar on that.
Yes, it does happen. And it happens more often than you guys probably understand. I just try not to put it on camera when I screw up. But I did, and luckily I was corrected. We had the guys over at Polaris give us a call. They were extremely gracious and just wanted to let me know a couple of things, so I'm going to pass it on to you guys. When we were talking yesterday, or Tuesday, Dynamic Smart Shocks IQS. We've got sensor input on the first 2. We've got high speed and low speed differences between the 2. This is my mistake. I said that Dynamics is high speed compression only and that Smart Shocks is high and low. That is not true. The Dynamic system is a low speed system as well as high speed. And I'm going to go a little bit more into that without actually getting too detailed. But the Dynamic system uses some of the algorithms that are in the system and pressures in different areas of the shock to determine what shaft speeds are and what's actually happening. So they're able to modify the adjuster mechanism in the live valve to control low speed, which you're going to see that in some body roll, nosedive, rear squat, especially in those kind of situations, have some control. Now, my issue was that I was telling you that it was just high speed because it's making larger adjustments in the bridge of the shock, but in reality it does have the ability to control the low speed stuff, especially in the 1 inch per second to 5 inch per second shaft speeds, but now we're getting technical. I'm going to leave that alone. So Polaris, thank you very much for correcting me. I want to make sure you guys understand that Dynamics is definitely high and low speed control. So, on to more important things besides me making mistakes.
Hey, I mean, we can keep talking about that if you want.
We can go back to it as much as you want and point it out. Like I said, it's rare. You might as well enjoy the moment.
Well, I got Marco McGuire I'm sending a request out for. We're going to see if we can get him on the line. But let's start it off with where you like to ride, Justin, and more specifically, not when you're racing.
Not racing, but where I like to ride?
Not racing. So, we always hear about the racing. When you're not racing, where are you driving?
So, I mean, Glamis is always the obvious choice. Love going to the dunes. I don't often get too much time to be able to play in the dunes because when we go, we're usually working. But other than that, I'm just going to go right back to the desert high-speed stuff. So I'm going to go California, Johnson Valley, El Mirage Dry Lake Bed area, up into the mountains of Big Bear, or right into Mexico. Even though you're not talking about racing, I'm going to say some of my favorite riding is actually pre-running the race courses in Mexico. So Baja 500, San Felipe 250, Baja 1000. As a matter of fact, we leave tomorrow morning and we're going to be in Baja tomorrow, and we're going to be pre-running Saturday, Sunday, and Monday and Tuesday. 200 miles a day. So it's kind of hard to beat for me. That type of riding and driving for 200 miles a day is quite a bit. If you guys haven't tried it, then you should, and see how quick you can get that done. But by the time you mix in fuel stops, a little bit of beer, a little bit of tacos, it's a 10 or 12 hour day to do 200 miles.
We got
on a race course.
We got a little bit of love there from Johnson Valley, NJT, 5 minutes from his house.
Well, yeah, there's actually a good point. So one thing that's really, really cool about Arizona, and especially I live a little bit out of town, I can actually leave my house and go straight into 5,000 acres of state trust land, and I can go continue north and go through 2 or 3 different mountain ranges, end up in Prescott. I can end up in Crown King. We can go all the way to Flagstaff. I can drive from my house to the Grand Canyon if we really wanted to. Now, it's a long trip. Who's up?
We got Danny Nader on the line. Danny, what's going on, brother? Where are you at? What do you drive? And more specifically, where are you driving?
What's going on? Yeah, I'm Danny. I've got a 2019 XR and kind of full on. And I definitely like Glamis is probably my favorite place to go. Close second is Johnson Valley. But I've gone in the winter, so if you guys got any tips to stay warm out there, definitely appreciate it.
You know what we do is like a work, a Carhartt work pants or onesie overall with a jacket. Then you can peel that stuff off as the day gets warmer. In Baja, we start off with a jacket and 2 hoodies and just start peeling it off as we go. But that's what we do with a set of gloves.
Awesome, man. Thank you.
No problem, man. Thanks for signing in. We'll get you a shirt. It's been a while since somebody did that. Chase, I mean, Jack, do you remember how to send shirts?
I think I can manage to figure it out again. Make sure you send it quickly, man. And as well as a shirt, we're going to give you a special gift that's only for today's feed.
That means...
What was his name again?
We need your name, what first and last name again. You're going to get a personal customized signed paper here from 72-inch Matt. Who do you want us to make it out to?
Daniel Nadar.
Daniel Nadar, you now have an autographed 72 coming to you. That's a sweet picture, don't you think?
Hey man, send us your shirt size. We're gonna send you this lovely photo of Matt here. I don't know which one it is. And
there you go. Hey Daniel, thanks man. Appreciate you signing in.
It's gonna make you kick yourself off. We'll see you next time, Daniel. Alrighty, so now we've entered in the dungeon of the dragon.
So we are now just kind of walking around the shop today while you guys are talking about where you want to drive. We're in the laser room here at Shock Therapy, and this is Doug's room. Doug, say hello.
Hello everybody, welcome to my new room. As you can see, we finally have everything set up and organized, and I'm in the hell out of parts.
All right, let's see what you're doing. So lasering up some rod ends.
The M14 rod ends here getting labeled. We've got 2.5 inch to 3 inch dividers that we're engraving. .5/8 dividers. Rod ends. We've got some signage that we're adding to our dealer sales area.
So these are signs going out to dealers, huh, Doug? Or into the dealer area?
For our dealer area.
Gotcha.
So they know whose desk they're at.
And you've got billet race rack front
S.
covers for Turbo S.
So wait a minute, Doug.
Actually,
how many
Doug,
machines you got going on right now?
5.
And there's only one of you.
Yep.
Jiminy Crickets, Doug. I don't know how you do it.
Jiminy Crickets?
Crickets.
And you're talking about aging myself, talking about
Because you said
riffraff?
riffraff? Yeah.
What's your favorite thing that you get to laser here at the shop? And I got Nathan Clark saying I need a race rack. Don't worry, Doug's on it.
The aluminum anodized spring proof.
Awesome. Why? Because of the big flame that shoots out?
No, the logo shines bright with sharp and crisp on the spring proof.
Awesome, Doug. Well, we're going to let you go. I don't want any of these machines to stop moving here. You are a savage. It's pretty cool to watch how much Doug can pump out in one day. It's almost like he's got a whole bunch of elves working in here nonstop. He is the modern day shock therapy Santa Claus.
And believe it or not, with that many machines, it's pretty hard for Doug to keep up. He's constantly getting yelled at by everybody else needing parts.
Don't stop
That's for
moving,
sure.
Doug.
Justin, speaking of parts, I do have a question on here, and it asks, when are we getting our bump steer delete back in stock?
It's going to be today or tomorrow. The reason that we're behind is the anodizer is also behind, and we have parts in our hand today, and they should be back on stock, or back in stock on the site tomorrow.
I got a frequent viewer
that
here,
buddy
Jay
J-Hup?
Hups 24. What's going on, brother? Where are you at? What are you driving? And more specifically, where are you driving?
So, down from the tundra, I talked to my wife this morning. It's snowing back in Minnesota. Windshield being turbo. Something's dancing on. And I'm on good here, so I'll be running back to Valley. Going to my house tomorrow and going to deep bridge up by Carefree.
Hey,
That's
man.
pretty awesome. I hate to rub it in, but I think it's 68 degrees here and sunny today. Sorry for the snow where you're at.
No, I'm down here in Minnesota right now.
He's,
Oh, okay. I thought you said Minnesota.
That's why I'm down here.
Gotcha.
yeah, you gotta
Gotcha.
avoid the snow. Hey, we just got some rain out here, so you're pumped.
Definitely. Yeah, windshield's in it, so.
What's your favorite place to go riding?
So after being down in Baja, is actually my favorite now. But I can leave my place in Goodyear in 5 minutes and I'm in Rainbow Valley, so I've got 1,000 miles to ride out there. I can ride all the way to East Bend, and I can also go back up the other way, across the White Banks. Yeah, it's a great place out here in West Valley.
You kind of get all the terrain in that section of Arizona that you're in. If people don't know what Arizona's like, then you're going to see high-speed desert. You're going to get washes. You're going to get really slow goat trail rock crawling stuff. You can have some graded roads, get on power line roads and really turn up the speed. You kind of get it all, huh?
Say one thing, putting your spring shocks on my Turbo S really woke this thing up. It's a joy to drive right now.
I'm really glad that you like it. We've got another Turbo S here in the shop. That is Chase's almost favorite color. It's blue/purple. Thanks for letting us know how you like your car. The Turbo S kit for us is a home run. It really is. We get the most people calling us back with big smiles on that one.
The thing I found out with now is that I thought I had an understeer problem in it as soon as I started driving it. I realized it's not an understeer, it's an overdrive problem.
Yeah, your speeds went up with that kit, didn't it?
Absolutely. I was taking turns, I usually take it 30, I'm taking them at about 40 to 45 now. And I thought, wow, I had really bad understeer until I saw how fast I was going. So, yeah.
You might have to retrain your right foot, kind of jump in a little early and drive sideways to get rid of that understeer.
Yeah, it's a great thing. I should have done it sooner, so thanks for all your work.
Hey, thank you very much for tuning in. Give us a t-shirt color and size, and Chase will send it to you, we hope.
And one
If
more.
not, also, what's your first name?
We got J-Hup.
Oh, you got a signed autograph from 72-inch Matt.
Thank you, 72.
There. Right on, man. Thanks for signing in.
Thank you.
All right, it's gonna make you kick yourself off there. Have a good one.
So while you guys are thinking about sending us some of your favorite riding spots, we're just going to walk around the shop a little bit. We've got a little bit of everything here today. We got a DS, X3 DS, getting billet rack, IQS, spring kit, shock internals. We've got a Wildcat Double X getting everything as well. And we've got an X3 RS Max getting IQS springs and internals. Got an RS1 hiding over in the corner as well. Turbo S, XP Turbo. What else is hiding in the shop? And a couple of the shop cars there, which would be this four-seater or four-wheeler, major shop car. We do lots of testing on those.
Cannot forget about the 90.
That's a fact. And the General and the Smart Shocks, as well as springs that are waiting to get their turn put up on the shelf again.
Just one or two.
What do you got there, 72?
Grease Monkey 3406 says, "Hey guys, any updates on the Razor XP Turbo tie rods?"
You know, I think I have told you guys that we were just a few weeks out on those. It's that's still the case. It's just that we're super busy right now, and we haven't put the time in to wrap those up when it comes to the spindle pin side of things. So I'm going to say another 2 or 3 weeks. Hopefully, no matter what, by the end of the year. It's definitely on our list.
We got a fishing line going out for 7 Racer, and we just got him to connect. What's going on? Oh, and he's out. Hey, oh, I got him live. What's going on, brother? Where are you at? We can't see it. Pick up your phone. Are you there?
Well, while we're waiting for him, we're just going to walk around the shop a little bit. You can see on either side of me, we've got radius rods and tie rods stacking up for you guys. So if you want to order up any of these, we've got them in stock pretty much at all times. Sometimes we sell them out pretty quick and we're behind, but usually it doesn't take more than another day or two for us to get back ahead.
I think he might have picked up his phone here and not known and just set it down.
Hi, Lauren. What are you doing?
Hi, folding shirts.
Folding shirts. Is that going to Glamis, or are you just restocking stuff right now?
Both.
Both Glamis and stock?
Yep.
Thank you very much. Shirts are constantly going out the door these days, that's for sure.
Yes.
And I will say, Lauren has definitely changed the spirit of things around here. I think we might have jumped the gun a little early. Have you forgotten about Thanksgiving, Lauren?
I don't have any Thanksgiving decorations.
Skip right over
It
that.
takes so long. I need the 2 months.
Well, when it comes to keeping everything pretty and clean and in good spirits, there's no other man for the job. It's definitely all Lolo all day. She goes above and beyond.
She's got everything decorated amazing around here. So if you guys see any festivities, that's all Lauren, guaranteed. Well, I don't know. Steve's been putting stuff up. Steve's kind of, barking at us while he does it, but it's all Lauren pushing it.
I don't know.
I mean,
who
not Steve, but 72. That's some Christmas spirit you got there. How about some more riding spots? You guys got anything that you guys want to talk about when it comes to that?
We got one of our members here who signed in and hasn't kicked himself off, so I can't sign anyone else in. I'm trying to get him to pick up. I think
You don't have it. You don't have a boot button?
I can't boot him anymore.
Wow, maybe he did it on purpose just to clog you up.
Right?
Yeah. Well, how about hey,
We got some questions
64.
coming in.
64.
Yep.
What's your favorite riding spot?
I actually liked the mint course when I was living in Vegas. It was about 15 minutes from the house, so that was the fun area to go play. Was throughout Gene. So we get to play on that course. You know what that course is like.
It's probably one of my favorite race courses, to tell you the truth. I mean, my most favorite would be probably Baja because it's the hardest and has so much different terrain. But when it comes to a race course that's in the U.S., I think the Mint is probably my favorite. And the reason is that it's fast, it's slow, it's rough, and it's smooth. It basically has every single thing in it. You're going to get all of it. It's not like you're going to go to San Felipe and be nothing but rough. Yeah. So.
Hey, brother, you just picked up the phone. You got to exit out of our live feed here if you don't plan on talking with us.
What's his name?
I'm trying to find it again, and I can't once I'm signed in with him. He just picked up the phone, and then he set it right back down again.
Oh, man. So we're stuck.
We're stuck with him.
All right.
What about you, Stevie? Or Maddie?
Maddie, what's your favorite riding spot?
Can I say? Glamis, probably.
Yeah.
Even though I get sick.
So earlier you guys were referencing, something, but I didn't really hear too much more of it. What is the difference between a 72-inch mat and a 64-inch mat? Can you guys say? I mean,
Well, I don't know. A few burgers.
A few burgers?
Yeah, a few burgers would be it.
I mean, it's kind of hard to tell. You guys
It
are
is hard to tell.
Very, very similar.
About 8 inches different, clearly.
8 inches.
All right, well, let's keep on going. How about some other riding spots there, Matt?
We got a lot of people tuning in here as far as questions go since our feed has been stumped up.
All right, what questions you got?
Let's see here.
I have enjoyed
Hey,
Moab.
what's going on, brother?
Moab,
Hey,
okay.
how are you? You've been tuned in here for about 10 minutes, and we've been waiting for you to answer one question. Where are you at? What are you driving? And what's your favorite place to take your UTV to?
I was on the phone with a second ago. Well, I don't drive, but I prefer driving real close.
He doesn't have a car, but he works for Cognito Motorsports. Where are you?
Oh,
guys,
right on.
Where are you guys primarily testing, doing all of your driving at?
Probably somewhere in Bakersfield, right?
I don't work for them. I do for Cognito. So just saying hi and 1,000.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, man. We're going to be leaving here Friday. And I could say the boys are, how ready are you, Justin?
100%.
100% ready.
Yep. Only thing we don't have figured out at this point or prepared for is, tacos and beer on the pre-run. That's pretty much it.
Are you going down there with the boys from Cognito?
Yeah, I'm scheduled to start the race and drive the first 430 mile.
Well, I think you got the better half of that race. I mean, the second 430 is going to be San Felipe and the second summit. I think I'd rather have the first 440.
Yeah, I listed in Cognito with Justin Lambert was nice enough to let me start again this year.
Badass, man. So to let everybody else know, how do you get the sweet gig of driving somebody else's race car?
I think I've just been in the right place. I've been lucky enough, and I've been racing for probably, even though I'm not really known in the UTV world, because I raced early in trucks and other buggies. But I've been won my first Baja 1000 back in '98, and then again in '90.
So
been around the sport for 20 years.
So you would probably have to say that longevity and experience is what got you that gig.
Yeah, definitely. I think the biggest thing is everybody can get fast for the body, but being able to take care of the car and last year with Cognito, I've been driving for the last 5-6 years, and I raced last year. We were lucky enough to actually win the race last year. They both look at the same time.
That's badass, man. Congratulations on last year. You guys in Baja always bring you always bring the competition up a notch because you're so fast and won it a lot.
I was gonna say I had some fun watching you guys from the helicopter the last 500. It was amazing.
You didn't see me give us a friend they left that, right?
Yeah, I'm always waiting for it, and I always try to put a bounty on them too. So I believe I might have some money here for you. I definitely got a shirt for today.
Did Justin tell you what we were in the middle of doing when you tapped us? Did Justin tell you what we were doing when you tapped us? My water line had pulled out on my helmet, and I was sitting there yelling and screaming and cussing at Jeff about there's no way I'm going to run this whole race without any water at all, and bam, got it right from you. So it's perfect timing.
Want me to take your mind off that water?
No, it was a good one, man. You were definitely gracious about it. Yeah, who needs water when it's 100 degrees in San Felipe?
Yeah, exactly. I think I hydrated for like 4 or 5 days straight, and I was pissing every 5 minutes.
Exactly. Hey, man, thanks for signing in. I really appreciate it. We'll get you some swag if you want to. Let Chase know what size you like. We'll get it to you.
Sounds good. It's a pleasure not to actually introduce myself to you guys. Again, I look forward to racing, and hopefully I can catch you by mile 60 this year, but I'll try not to.
Hopefully I've got my crap together and a water line in my mouth and I don't actually go slow enough for you to do that. I hope I never see you. Hey man, we'll buy you dinner if we see you. Have a good one.
Have a good day.
All right, it's gonna make you kick yourself off here. Don't you set down that phone.
Sounds good.
All right. Well, that's pretty cool.
How about some more riding spots, you guys?
Let's see, I got Robert Frazier. Payson up here on the rim is a lot of great riding, and I would definitely agree with that.
Oh, the rim's got a ton of stuff. Some really awesome views too. I mean, that's why they call it the rim. Get up on that edge and then you can see, forever. Some spots you can see in the Flagstaff area all the way down to Sedona, or look the other direction, you see out to Payson, and up in the north end of Flag, if you're on the mountains, you can see all the way to halfway to Page.
Hey, you're still signed? Oh, there we go. I got him to sign this.
A lot of people are saying Ocotillo Wells too.
Yes.
Oh, Ocotillo Wells is badass, just outside of San Diego. I mean, that would be like the type of terrain that I love the most and what I would shoot for. That's basically probably 25% of Baja is just like Ocotillo Wells.
Rush, Kentucky.
What is it?
Rush, Kentucky.
Rush, Kentucky. What's in Rush, Kentucky?
It's there's actually an off-road park there.
Oh, okay.
And that's where we did some Ultra 4 racing, and it's a fun place to ride.
We got another live one here. What's going on, brother? Where are you at? What do you drive? And more importantly, where are you driving it?
I'm driving a 2021 Can-Am 10 Street Max Shock. I'm picking up the same guys. Same day you guys did out of Adrenaline, so dropping it off on Saturday on Thanksgiving. So I just had a couple of questions. Maybe we can test some brains.
Yeah, shoot, man. Go for it.
So I put on the race line 15 on 2 for the 10s or 33s, and that's on Ron primarily. And I've also ordered the STU Blackbird 31s and the Trinity for the front. What's I'm a ride on occasion, but mostly in the desert, where I bring it out. You guys, on the trail, I'm going to bring those the tires, but delivering it to the semi. Can I put on the tensors, or does it really matter?
It's not going to matter. The reason is that we kind of account when we do our ride heights. What we're doing, we're shooting for about a 16 or 17 inch ground clearance number with a 32. Now, once we attain that, if you put 31s on it, it's just going to sit an inch low. If you're going to put 33s on it, it's going to sit a little high. We're not changing ride heights according to tire changes. So, in theory, once we set it up, it should be good for whatever tire package you're running. That paddle tire is perfect for that car. We run that as well ourselves. And awesome.
One for one, my listeners to your information and the stuff you put out. I really appreciate you doing that.
Well,
you guys do. It's just really awesome.
thank you very much. I appreciate that. You know what a side benefit to that is? If the car sucks, you can blame me. The tributes with both paddles on them, I noticed the front directional right and left. Have you noticed that really mattered? Well, you've got the traction side of the paddle that you want to try and have on the correct side. I know they come bidirectional. If you leave that bidirectional pattern on there, then the front end tends to float on the sand under power, which is not going to pull you through a corner. It'll make you or help you slide through a corner. So it depends on how you like to drive. Personally, we trim or cut those so that it's going to have the traction paddle only on the right side. And when you wick the throttle on, it's going to pull you through a corner much quicker, a lot like driving four-wheel drive in the desert.
Oh, the sidewalk. Well, I tell you, I try to remember when I see a black widow back in the day when you first started to go out the dunes. That was there. You actually shaved the paddles off warnings out there back in the day. But anyway, is that something that I'm not familiar with? If I'm not happy with it, that nothing to do on your own to trim the paddles off, or is that something that's more difficult?
I don't think it's difficult. We've done it a few times. If you get a tire groover from anybody that's racing dirt track, it's pretty common. Use a tire groover to pull them off. It's not hard to do. Just don't make a mistake and make them both the same side. I've seen guys take a pair of them and turn them into both rights, so don't do that.
Using that wood sink tool, I forgot the name of it, it vibrates back and forth and kind of throwing them off, but I was afraid to take that onto my tire.
Nah, they cut really good, especially if you can put them out in the sun in advance. If you can take your tire, let the sun soak them, put them somewhere warm first, it's going to help a lot when you trim it.
Okay, well, I appreciate it, and hopefully I get to maybe I can have that one-on-one.
So come out and say hi for sure. Love to shake your hand. Give Chase your t-shirt size and color so he can make sure he sends it out. Also, what was your first name again? Johnny. Johnny, here's a signed autograph from 72-inch Matt. It's very, very rare and very valuable.
Have a good one, brother. It's going to make you kick yourself off here. Send us your shirt size. Double X. Send it in the direct message once you get off. If you could do that as long as you send the direct message today, that way we can communicate and confirm. All right, have a good one, brother.
Cool. What other riding spots? You guys got any more questions?
So I do have a few riding spots. Box Canyon in Florence, and then I've got guy I see on here all the time said East Coast Baby. Hatfield and McCoy.
Oh, Hatfield and
Trails.
McCoy is super popular, right?
It's Rich Fortin.
Awesome.
Winchester Bay, Oregon.
Winchester Bay is badass. I've been to Coos Bay.
Coos Bay
for
is
the
awesome.
for the events up there too, and that's a really amazing place. It's kind of hard to describe dooning on the beach or right next to the ocean. It's pretty cool.
It's a lot of fun to go from the dunes through those trails.
Yes.
With the tight
all
trees.
the single track.
Yep. And then all of a sudden you're running on the beach.
Bitching. I love
So
it.
you know what I like about that is you go through all those trails, then you end up on the beach. That's my favorite too.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you, 72. Appreciate your take on that.
Judge Has the World said hello from Missouri.
Missouri,
Awesome
of
talk
course.
show. Glad to be here.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
What else
What
you
else you got?
Matt?
Chris Martin wants to know, do you consider Chase a snowflake?
No. I think a snowflake is somebody that's going to get their feelings hurt way too easy, and we can actually just beat him up all day up verbally. He's not ever get his feelings hurt. No, I think we've actually hurt your feelings once.
If you're talking
Maybe
about
twice.
a snowflake that has very pretty patterns and that each one is different and unique from every other snowflake that's in the world,
Then definitely Chase
then
is.
yeah, I guess I'm a snowflake.
Yeah, then he definitely is special.
That's for sure.
Robert Mayo wants to know, why is Yamaha the best?
I know, Chase. Why don't you answer that?
Okay, Yamaha is the best simply because of one thing, the greatest vehicle of all time. That would be the two-stroke 250 Yamadaxle dirt bike. So that's basically where I'm sticking and transferring that to UTVs.
What does that have to do with UTVs?
I really don't need an explanation for this, Derek. It's Yamaha or die. Okay?
That was my question. So basically, you're taking your judgment call
And-
on dirt bikes and transferring that into
and
something completely
the
different.
#1 driver in the world, George Hamill himself. If you don't know about the unicorn, baby, you really don't know what's going
All
on.
right, I'll give you that.
It's corner speed, baby.
Oh, that's
Anybody
it?
could go fast in a straight line, you drag queens. Get in the corners.
I don't think that 72 really
I ran out
cares.
of talent last race. So.
The benefit of having a Yamaha is you're 69% more likely not to roll over if you're mad.
There you go. So there's all the information you need to know why XZs are awesome. So besides that sideways conversation about snowflakes and Chase, you guys got anything else?
Brooke Demon asked if we can have an autograph. Absolutely, Brooke.
Brooke, here you go. Coming right up. 72 is a giver. He really is. Very valuable. Ta-da. All right, you guys got any good questions there, Chase? Otherwise, we can just get.
Cody Quattlebaum wants to know, any tips for someone going into their first race ever this month? 4-hour endurance race on Woods course.
Woods course. So my tip would be, since it's your first race, do not win it in the first 10 minutes. Second, Woods race means no mistakes. You blow a corner and you're ripping things off the car. So do not make any slow down and finish the race. 4 hours, your first 4 hours, you really need to chill out and make sure you can finish. So those are my 3 directions. Don't win it right away. Don't blow a corner, hit trees, and take your time because it's 4 hours long.
Our longtime viewer, Ali Al09, El Mirage, it's close and kid-friendly. And then I had a great one here.
Excuse me, I had one. Juanbot12 said, does Chase own a comb?
Absolutely
What's up
not.
with that hair? Justin needs to give him some tips.
Hey, I can't compete with Justin right now. That thing's fresh.
There it is.
I was more focused in on this one from Rich Fortin here. Do you guys ever use Shock Dyna to assist with R&D?
So shock dynos aren't our typical go-to. Although we have access to a few, we do not own one. We have all the access we want on Fox's dyno at any moment in time, which we do use sometimes when we're looking to get something out of the setup that we haven't been able to get tested. But it's fairly rare. So let's say 10 times a year, whereas we might test every single day, seat of the pants, and make modifications that are actually real world. We have found, though, that shock dynos are going to give you a good starting point, but they definitely will not translate to a perfect ride quality. You do have to verify it with everything out in the field. Go ahead.
We got a live one, Mitsubishi here, man. What's going on, brother? Where are you at? What are you driving? And more important, where do you like to drive?
I got a 21 XRS with the smart shocks. in West Virginia on their long trails and have some boys from Windrock in Tennessee.
Awesome. Tennessee. We haven't had anybody sign in from Tennessee in the last couple of weeks. Thank you.
What type of trails are you guys doing out there?
Like rock house, a little bit of rock crawling, hill climbs, that sort of thing. And there's a lot of mud in this area.
Gotcha. What's your question on the Smart Shocks car?
What's the turnaround on adding the IQS to the Smart Shocks car?
So all of our work is done the same day, no matter what, as your appointment. The time to get in here, as far as appointments are concerned, is about 6 weeks. So once we have your date, let's say it's January 3rd, your shocks are turning around on January 3rd and they're shipped back to you the same day. But we do have, so that way you can kind of time out your trips. So you don't have to send us the shocks until they actually have to be here on the 3rd, or at least the day before, and you don't lose your riding time between now and when your appointment is. And we are going to do them and ship them the same day.
Awesome. That's cool.
Badass, man. We love to have those on that car. You're gonna love having a 9-position adjustment. Ultimately, is what it turns out to be, and we're working on that with our car currently, and it's really nice, really nice actually.
Do you got our sway bar on your car?
Nothing yet, Chase.
Nothing
He
yet?
said he's in the middle of working on doing that.
You listen to anything?
He doesn't listen at all. When someone said, "Where's your comb?" it just went right over his head, just like the comb he doesn't have. Doesn't get it.
Hey, brother. With that being said, I am going to listen to one thing. Make sure you send us your direct message here. We're going to send you a shirt as well as a custom signed poster from the man, the myth, the legend himself.
72.
What's your name?
Jay?
Boom, there it is. Valuable, extremely valuable. Hey man, thanks a lot for signing in. Thanks for giving us your question. Private message us or messenger us your t-shirt color and size, and Chase will get it to you.
And it's going to make you kick yourself off the stream here.
Hey,
Awesome, thank you.
Have a good one, brother.
Trina Foster wanted to know if 72-inch Mac could sign her RS1.
What? Sign the RS1. I think 72 can make that happen. Trina, it's
Done.
happening.
Done.
No matter what. What other questions you guys got?
So just one in particular. Unbreakable 450 is written in 5 times, asking about in his 2020 X3 he has a low end ticking sound. Is that ring failure?
Low end ticking.
That's what he says. Low end ticking sound. Is that ring failure?
Well, usually when you say low end, to me that's going to be crankshaft rod knock stuff.
Low end.
The lower end. Yeah, that typically wouldn't be ring failure. If you had ring failure, you're going to be burning oil, bad compression. You're going to see it in the exhaust pipe if you have a broken ring. So probably not that.
Ollie 09, you're always in on every one of our feeds. You make sure you send us in a direct message, your address, and I'll get you one of those signatures from 72 here. And as well as Steve.
You guys are very, very close. I mean, really, it's hard to tell you guys apart. It really is.
Digger Eaton here. Tube Sock Steve kills me, as well as Beer Can. Soda Can Club.
Hey, so you guys, thanks a lot for signing in. Thanks for throwing out some questions. Hi, Jason. Hello. Thanks for throwing out questions that everybody else can partake in. Hopefully, us answering the stuff that we actually know a little bit about helps you guys out in some way. That's our goal.
All right.
So, we're out of here. We're going to Baja, I think, next
Before we
week.
get out of here, are we signing this thing or not?
Yeah.
I'll give them a signed picture. How about that?
Signed picture?
You know, I think you might want to ask her where she wants it signed,
There you
because
go, but
that
we'll
may not be
just,
too cool on her car, on the
Just for
hood.
right now, I'll leave her a 72 right on the seat.
On the seat. That way she can sit on it where it needs to be.
Juanbot 12, good luck in Mexico. Thanks again, man.
Hey, you guys, thank you guys for the well wishes in the racing, and we will try to do you proud. So if you want to follow our race number on the live tracker on Score and see how we do. We will be starting the race Friday about 11 o'clock a week from tomorrow. Matt.
I will also be on our Twitter feed doing updates on Twitter on how you guys progressing.
That is right, because you're on SATCOM.
Yep. So
Okay,
I'll be doing live updates on Twitter.
So, in case you guys don't know, we've got a communication system that we can communicate from the car to the team to anywhere in the world. And that means that Matt is going to be here in the States communicating with us live. So, if you guys want an update as to what's going on, then maybe throw that out on Twitter, and Matt will give you a heads up as to what's going on, where we're at exactly at that moment.
Before we go here, for the first time ever, I have a live viewer that I've never seen come into the chat room before. The man himself, Cousin Nelly. What's going on, Ernie? Where are you?
Cousin Nelly?
Cousin Ely. Jeez.
Nice build up to the wrong name.
Ernie, where you at, brother? You in the dunes right now? In Glamis. And it looks like you got some familiar faces with you. What are you doing right now, Ernie?
We are vacationing. It's actually pretty badass.
What is a vacation like? I mean, I have no clue at all. Can you explain to us what that feels like?
Are we coming through okay?
Yeah, you're doing pretty good. Keep going.
Fantastic.
Looks like you guys are in the middle of a dune ride.
We are on a little bit of a break.
Well, we're very glad to see that when you're vacationing, you're always doing research and development there, Ernie.
That is correct. Research and development.
So 72-inch Matt gave you his signature. Since Chase introduced you as Nelly, he's given you a signed autograph, 72.
Oh, that's awesome.
Ernie, your favorite place to ride and why? Or is it Glamis?
I guess it depends on the time of year. I do like Glamis a ton. In the winter, I definitely like the Cinder. So that would be my two. Summer, definitely like Cinder. So I would say 50-50. Cinders.
Awesome. Ernie, we'll have fun out there vacationing, and make sure that you do everything that we be doing while we're with you, bud.
Hey, have a good fun dune ride. Take it easy, man.
It's gonna make you kick yourself off, Ernie. All right.
Yeah. So you guys, thank you very much. I was signing off before the two Matts decided to get into a contest on, who's in the mirror, for sure. Looks exactly the same, that's for sure. Hey, thank you guys for signing in. Thanks for being part of our feed. Sorry for the mistake on Tuesday with Dynamics. Hopefully you guys understood that. And if you want to follow us, go on score.com next week, or go on Twitter and talk with Matt. If you have questions about products, give us a call, 623-217-4959. And if you want to buy some stuff, then go on our website, shocktherapist.com. I'm going to let 64 and 72 sign us off. Mr. 72, you got anything to say?
DM me if you want an autograph.
And 64.
You can DM me if you'd like an autograph.
I think 64 did it better. I really do. Hey, you guys have a great weekend.
See y'all on Thursday.